Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Danielle and I'm from Cageless Readings. So today's pick a card reading, we are just asking what would they say if they're being 100% honest with yourself. I didn't get overly romantic vibes, but I was leaving it open to you taking it by whatever you're feeling. So there was some like family vibes, some kids coming through vibes. Some good friends coming through, and then just maybe a crush, but I'm not totally sure. So you make sure you're checking in with your intuition and double checking it's resonating with you. So that being said, let's get into the pile options. Pile 1 is this Lapis Lazuli point or tower. Pile 2 is this Moss Agate point or tower. Pile 3 is this cube of Apotholite. And now if you've never done a pick a card reading before, I'll give you a little bit of instructions. All you want to do is just take a few deep breaths to make sure that you're grounded and connected into your body. Sometimes we can be a little more stressed out than we realize, and it's just good to get really connected to our intuition and kind of drop out of the logical mind and into our bodies and into, like I was saying, that intuitive feeling. So if you want to close your eyes, take a few deep breaths in and out. We try to do this slowly just so that you really have time for your nervous system and your physical body to calm down, let go of any stress you've had throughout the day. And after you've taken a few of those deep breaths, you want to ask yourself, does one of these piles have a message for me? And then you can open your eyes and just look at the cards, look at the crystals, and just see if anything's standing out to you. Sometimes it could be the crystal that's just sort of calling to you, or it can be the deck underneath. It could be the way the card's just lying there. It's something about it is just catching your eye. If you're a numbers person, you can always scroll down to the description box below and look at the numbers attached to each pile. Sometimes there can be a number that stands out to you or just a number you've been seeing, and that can even be how you choose. There's really no wrong or right way to choose pick a card reading. Once you get to the pile, it's just important if there is an energy check in the video that you make sure that that's resonating. If there isn't an energy check and someone's just talking the first few minutes and you're like, none of this is like really resonating, then it might be a good sign to choose another pile or to choose a different pick a card reading. The beauty is there's so many pick a card readings on YouTube now that you will 100% find a message for you out there. It just might take you a couple of tries. So that being said, I'll give you a chance now to pick your cards or pick your crystals. And if you feel drawn to one, I'll see you in your card readings. And if not, I'll catch you in another video. Hello, pile 1. So you chose this Lapis Lazuli point. I'm just going to put it over here. And if you didn't watch the intro, that's totally okay. We're just going to have you think about whoever is on your mind, whoever you're wanting to know with 100% honesty, what they would tell you. I just want you to think about them. And as I'm shuffling these cards, just know that we're only asking for messages that are from their higher self, all in love and light and for your highest good. Okay. They're 100% honest. What would they say? And I don't think I want all those, but hang on a second. I did throw a card on the throw. Wow, I couldn't speak all of a sudden. Got tongue-tied. I did accidentally just throw a card on the floor, so I'm just going to pick that up. Okay, sorry. So the card that I threw on the floor was There's Nothing to Worry About. I love this. It was the first one that came out. So I feel like that might just be something you really need to hear right now. If you're just like feeling nervous about a relationship in your life or a connection in your life, I really just feel like there's a lot of reassurance coming through from this person's higher self. Like literally, there's nothing to worry about. Says the situation is under perfect control of divine protection. Everything's in order. So keep loving thoughts. We also have child and time to go. We have wedding and have confidence, entrepreneur, and law of attraction. Okay, So let's just start. I feel like, okay, first thing I want to say is there's a few different things coming through. And sometimes when cards come out kind of in like twos or in like separate spots, I kind of get the vibe that they're talking about one thing over here and they're talking about another over there. So very first thing I'm kind of getting is reassurance in the relationship with this person. Lapis Lazuli, it's, you know, it's all about the third eye and like seeing things clearly. And then it's interesting that this card is the same color as Lapis Lazuli. So I feel like it's just like, have confidence. I kind of get the vibe that like maybe you're not seeing things clearly. Might just be like some nervousness that's coming from you is almost what I'm getting. Hang on a second. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so oh, so sorry. Oh my gosh. I really knocked that one down a bit. Okay, apologies for that. I accidentally knocked my camera down. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm getting for the third eye, I think there's just like a lot of nervousness, a lot of just like maybe little fears coming up and anxieties. Even with like my energy filming the start of this reading, I've like done a lot of kind of like nervous things, like knocked my camera over, threw cards on the floor, stuttered a bunch, restarted this video a few times. And generally, I don't really usually do that because I just go, you know what, like there's no such thing as a perfect reading and whatever comes out, comes out. So I usually don't restart, but I've restarted this like 3 times now. So I just feel like all this stuff is kind of a little bit your energy right now and just feeling kind of nervous, maybe a little klutzy or clumsier than normal. And when I pull some confirmation cards, I get that, yeah, fear, intimacy, and a little bit of drama. But the drama, what I'm getting from this is like where there's no need to worry. It's almost like it's saying like you're creating drama that doesn't exist. Like I feel like you and this person actually are quite good. And the other thing I want to say is like I really feel like it comes from a heart-centered place. So yeah, you know what? I don't want to go and be saying like for sure this is like a romantic person that you're talking about because I kind of get. Yeah, family, city Farkas instance. Okay, I was gonna say, so for some of you, this person you're inquiring about could be like someone you're romantically interested in, but also for some of you, this is like a family member. Like it could be like a parent. Oh, sorry, there is a lot of interruptions in this card reading already. Yeah, it could be like a parent or a family member or someone you like just really hold dear to your heart. And I feel like there is this like nervousness around approval as well from this person, like worrying that they might not approve of your romantic choice, worrying that they might not think you're doing well enough, that they're proud of you. So yeah, I don't know. I could see if the person you're inquiring about is like a mom or a dad, or like a child of yours that's a little bit older that you just like want them to like look up to you in a way or be proud to have you as their parent or something like that. But ultimately what I'm getting from their higher self is that they're like, there's nothing to worry about. You're good. And that there is a lot of like, how would I put this? Like, you guys are like aligned soul to soul. Like you guys get each other. You know, sometimes if like, say for example, this is like a child or a parent, sometimes people don't actually get along that well with their family members. And they're just kind of like, how would I put it? Like, you know, you're just kind of born into that family, but there's not like a lot of actual friendship or connection or love there. And it just kind of is what it is. I don't have this impression. If this is a family member, this is like your soul gets their soul. You guys get each other. Like you two are actually important to each other. There is more than just like genetics shared. That also being said, if this is a romantic person, the same message is coming through where it's like they love you for your heart. They love you for your soul. They see you for who you really are. Like you are seen by this person. And even in the sense of like, I feel like maybe sometimes you worry about your having miscommunication or not speaking as clearly as you would like with this person. And I also get like, that's not something to worry about because everything here is like, they see you clearly and they understand and hear where you're coming from. I think you kind of think similarly to this person. Like you're different people, but they understand you. So just like having someone truly understand you in this way helps them understand and see how your actions are like happening in the world. So like when you do something, they really do see your good intentions behind it because they just know who you are and they see you. It's actually really quite beautiful because I feel like a lot of people are misunderstood in their lives and they try to do very good. And sometimes people misinterpret it, but that does not happen here. They really do see you for you. It's wonderful. And when I move over here, this is where I'm kind of getting like that conflicting energy where it's like, it depends on the relationship dynamic that you're inquiring about. But the wedding card, like if you're in a romantic connection with someone else and not the person you're inquiring about, I feel like this person is really happy for you. And if you've had bad relationships in the past and you're just like, I'm not sure if I've chosen a good person, if I'm just making the same mistakes, like this person is just like, no, like this person is great. This person is great for you. I have like, they're very grounding for you. They're very grounding and they appreciate you for who you are, which is why this person, so this is where I'm sorry. I know it's confusing when you get two kind of cross energies coming through because it's annoying to get like two different analogies every time. But this is either like the person wants to marry you and sees this going far and like you are their person. But I see, honestly, the stronger energy is like, this is like you're asking about a kid, like one of your own children or how your parents or a family member. And they're just like, this person sees you. I just keep getting that. There's so much around like the person you're dating or seeing, or maybe even engaged to already. They really let you be yourself and they respect you. They are a good balance for you. Like, I think they create stability in your life in a way that's actually just making you a better person. And to not doubt that you've found a great person and that it is real and that it's like, it feels like very heart connected and yeah, very grounding. So this person that you're inquiring about is like, this person is your person. Like, I don't even know why you need my assurances. You already know this. They're great. They're absolutely great. And then when I get over here to this child and time to go, honestly, like, let me just pull a verifying card here, but I'm kind of getting, it's like whatever is holding you back about your limiting beliefs, about whatever happened in the past that maybe you attracted in these less healthy relationship dynamics. It's like, let that go. Look at that, address it, so that you aren't going to be blocked anymore by these like old habits, because I just feel like this just feels like outdated stuff that are holding you back from really enjoying the present. So when I get clarifying cards, I get stress. I do feel like there is like a lot of stress about having maybe, low self-esteem. Yeah. So I feel like belief in scarcity. So yeah, I do feel like there is like a little bit of something going on here around trusting yourself, trusting that all the things that are happening in your life actually are good and are like, you're deserving of it. I don't really want to talk too much to that because it's interesting because this person doesn't quite, they're not quite coming through with what exactly it is, but they're like, this is holding you back. Whatever it is, this like limiting belief, it's holding you back from really fully taking pleasure in all the things you have going on right now. And they're just being very adamant that that's something to look at. And you know what to do. So this kind of makes me think like you might be in a position where you've talked about going to therapy or you've talked about seeking out help or something like that, but you just haven't gotten around to it. And it's like, just do it. It's kind of what this person is saying. Just go for it. Do it. This is all about like, you already know what you need to do to start working through this or releasing this or processing this belief so that you can accept in basically the goodness over here, believing that you really have chosen a great person, that they are perfect for you. And I want to say they are perfect for you. You're perfect, maybe not perfect for someone else, but perfect for you. And they really, really, I just keep getting that. Like every time I look at this have confidence card, like I think they're just so into you and they just so admire all your quirks in a way no one has. And then over here, law of attraction and entrepreneur. So this talks about like more great things coming your way and you being really quite capable of taking bigger steps in your like financial career. So when I see this comes back to once again over here being like, you're not seeing yourself clearly. Like you have the potential, you are ready. Like it's like time to like separate from like corporation or incorporated work and go off on your own and really take a chance on you. Yeah, I keep getting kind of like those analogies where it's like, why are you building someone else's brand instead of your own? Like you're doing all this work for somebody else when you're actually the awesome person behind it all. Like you're the one selling it, not that company. Does that make sense? So this person is just very adamant that like honestly, like they just think you're like the most amazing person. You're so talented. You've got this. You just need to believe in yourself. That's definitely something that keeps kind of coming up. Have confidence. You need to believe in yourself. You need to see yourself how they see you. Because yeah, like there's just like, this all comes back to like value ultimately. Like there's just some value block for you right now. Okay. Anything else they would say to you? What do they think is like holding you back the most? Surrender to passion. I'm getting that. Surrender to play and surrender to receiving support and love. So it kind of sounds like they're saying like you stress too much. You stress too much. And you spend a lot of time worrying about like what could go wrong, things you need to do instead of actually just allowing yourself to enjoy a little bit more, which was kind of coming over here with this like, it's like a past pattern, like to have maybe a bit of an anxious attachment style where you're worried about or you're constantly trying to protect yourself by foreseeing things that could, I would say like go wrong in the future or people who might leave in the future or might not be reliable. And it's just saying like, it's time to let go of that control because it's kind of a false sense of control anyways, and just start to really just be more in the present moment. And just to clarify, like being in the present moment is like not worrying about all those like backup steps you have for in case something goes wrong. Because that's future thinking. That's not present thinking. And then receiving support and love. Why I also feel like that's so attached to sort of like an anxious attachment style. It's just like, if we think we don't need anything from anyone or we don't accept help from anyone, then we can stay safe because we don't have to rely on anyone. So we're like taking action to stop people from disappointing us before they even can. But the block that happens there is that, one, like if you ever try to offer help to someone who's really struggling and they won't accept your help, you know how like frustrating that can be, I'm sure, where you're like, I have the solution for you. And you're just not taking it. And I want to help you. So I kind of get a little bit of that energy. It's like, let others help you more. Let other people support you more. And I wonder if this is in close relationships. So this could be family or it could be even in a romantic life, because I just feel like these people, like, I feel like this might be something you like maybe have like little arguments with this person with. Is like, maybe they're like, you have been stressed all week and you just haven't asked for my help. I could have helped you do the dishes, or I could have helped you go get groceries, or I could have just helped in some way. I just want you to support or let me just help me. I want you to help me support you or something like that. I kind of get like, it's like a funny thing to be like bickering about, but I think that this person can get frustrated with that because I think ultimately they want you just to be able to be more present and be more joyful. Yeah, let's just see, like, I feel like it's one of the things I love about you is like when you are like not stressed and you're like all your needs are feeling safe and met. I think they're just like, you just shine in a way. Yeah, look at that. You shine in a way that they like, that just is like everything. Yeah. Like you're just naturally a very creative person. You make the world more fun. You make the world more bright. So that's kind of what I get from this. And they also say you allow yourself to really be. So whenever I see tiger lilies, I just think of tigers. And tigers are like that ultimate sign of like an empowered, strong, feminine energy, which is just like enjoying the bliss, right? Like enjoying the taste of food, enjoying kind of like nice textures of fabric, great smells, it's like enjoying a little bit of luxury, but just for the pleasure of it. That's why it's not for status. It's not for like ego. It's just literally to experience it and to enjoy it and for the pleasure of life. So that's what it makes me think of, is that this person loves seeing you when you're just enjoying the pleasure of life, and like rewarding yourself and playing. Like they're so intent on you playing more and being more blissful. I think you just like light up a room or light up the world. That's what I keep saying. Like when you're happy, like it just like, it's so maybe captivating and catchy. Like it catches on, it spreads in a room. So look at that, surrender creativity. Yeah. I don't know. This person really loves your creative side. And that might, like, I actually don't even feel like it would be necessarily like artwork or anything. It's just like your way of like doing things in the world. It's just, they love it. They love it. I think this person loves watching you in the world. It's really kind of cool. Okay. I'm just going to ask if there's anything else this person would want you to know. Just as a summary here, anything else they would want you to know? Ask. Ask for help when you need it, and don't get stuck in your head. Okay. Yeah, I definitely get that. Yeah, because I feel like when I see this little like yellow bubble around the head, I feel like it's like, you want to ask for help, you could use some help with something, but then you kind of just go, oh no, I can figure it out, or I don't want to bother anyone with it. And they're like, ask for help, ask me. They're practically begging. And then over here we have go for it, which I do kind of love. Yeah, it's so interesting. Go for it. And clarifying cards I have just like joy and a love card. So yeah, this is saying like wherever you're kind of like feeling called to go, called to follow, go for it. And I kind of feel like this is in your romantic life too. So like whether this is like a child or a family member who's inquiring, they're like, get after that. Like if you've met someone that you're just crazy about, what are you wasting your time doing? Go for it. Go all in for it. Don't hold back. And then also if this is the person that is you're dating, I feel like obviously they're going to be biased here and be like, just like, why are you holding back still? Get after it. Yeah. And then I'm really drawn to the cats, which is all about independence, knowing your needs, independence, but also like they can like, it's like being independent, but also they're not afraid to like ask for like the affection they want or ask for like attention or space. So I just feel like getting your needs met and not being afraid or shy to ask. And then the fresh air card, I feel like it's just like a reminder that if you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, like literally going outside can like change your life. Like the smells, the groundedness, the trees, the bugs, whether it's like butterflies or ladybugs or bumblebees, all that stuff can really just make you feel more connected. It can literally just be windy outdoors and you might just need like that shift in the wind to help you like get refocused or change your mental state. So it's just saying your body needs the refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. Yeah, I just gonna get like, maybe you can get a little stagnant in your house. Like maybe literally the air is stagnant, maybe literally the smells in it is stagnant. And like literally going outside and being in the sun might just be like, oh my gosh, that's right. I'm a living human and this is beautiful and I'm outside right now and this is everything. Like it's just saying like going outside can really change your mental state. So anyways, this is all I have for you for this reading. Yeah, Wasn't really sure where I was going to go, but hopefully this brought you some sort of insight, clarity, information. And if you enjoyed this reading, I so appreciate it if you leave a like or a comment, as it helps this specific video get more views. If you want to support me, you can always become a YouTube member, and then you will get access to all the YouTube membership videos. There's extended and members only videos. And if not, maybe I'll just catch you around and chat with you soon sometime. Anyways, I guess this is goodbye. Hello, Pile 2. So you chose the Moss Agate. I'm just going to put it right over here. And we're just going to pull some cards to see what this person would say to you if they're being 100% honest. And I was saying in the other pile, I'm not intending for this to be necessarily romantic. It could be a family member, it could be a kid, it could be a friend or a coworker. Really, I just want you to focus on whoever you're wanting the message from. And yeah, we'll just pull some cards. What would they say to you, or what would they want you to know if they're being 100% honest? Okay. Cool. Okay. And I want some clarifying cards for this one. What would they say? I don't quite want those ones. Okay, what would they say? Okay, so it is interesting. I'm actually not getting a lot of romantic vibes from this one. This feels like, this kind of feels like friends, like plural. I don't know if I would even say this is just one specific friend, or more so like maybe a couple of good friends who are kind of like on the same page on what they're seeing. I want to say like where they feel like you're being a little bit held back. And I always want to be careful there, but you know how like sometimes if we're feeling a bit stuck, we always have friends who are like, you deserve better, you know, you should be like demanding this from people or this from your job. I feel like this is like those kind of friends who are like, we know how great you are and we really want you to see this in yourself because we see how awesome you are. So assertiveness, this is interesting. So when I see the surrender stubbornness, this usually means like there might be something you know is time to leave, but you have been kind of stubborn in a loyalty sense is what I'm getting from this. Like you're like, well, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to make this work. And I've committed to this. This is part of my like loyalties is kind of what I keep getting. But it's like, all right, there's a certain point where you need to realize that something actually isn't serving you and you're not the problem. It's the effort that the other person is putting in that is the problem. So maybe we'll pull another card. I don't get necessarily that this is in your romantic life. I actually wonder if this is in your job. We just have like perfect timing coming through as well. So in heart chakra. Yeah. Okay. So I want you to take this as it resonates or makes sense to you, but I honestly feel like this is job orientated. So there might just be like maybe you really like your boss or your coworkers, and although there's something that is not working out, like maybe the pay is not good, or the customers or clientele or the work you're doing is just honestly, it's just not filling the heart. Like it's either like literally very depleting of you, whether that's because the work is like very boring, or if it's like clientele work, it might be like the clientele are just very, very hard to work with. Maybe they're like very negative, maybe they're very aggressive or something like that. And I just get that like it's not where your heart's at anymore, but I think you have a really, really strong morals and loyalty and like trying to stick out something, make something work, but I keep getting like, you're not the problem. It's so you can't change it because the only thing you can change is like what you choose to do about it. And I keep getting like, you might have gotten another opportunity, or you've been thinking about like applying somewhere else. This also could be like housing related, but the strongest vibe I'm getting is like work. So once again, take that as it resonates. So I feel like they're like this friend or like couple of friends, whoever they are kind of really coming through and being like, look, you know, you keep going in this cycle, like it'll get better for a little bit, but then at the end of the day, it's still very depleting. And it's not filling your cup. Like it almost makes you, I get like that vibe of like, you just kind of dread it. You kind of dread it. Dread going to work, dread like finding yourself in the same kind of cycle or pattern there, and you're ready for change. So when I see assertiveness, they're like, look, you know, it's time to go. And you need to go. You need to go. You need to follow that heart where it's been telling you to like apply or go. And like, although I know you're really, really wanting to make this work, because I think, once again, I think you're a very loyal person and you're just like, I want to make it through this. I like, you know, you like agreed to do this thing and you want to stand by that, but it's not you that's the problem. It's the industry or the place that you're working at that is the problem. So I just keep getting that, like, they would say, come on, don't keep going down this road. Actually take a change or take a chance on yourself. Just get yourself out of the situation. So focus on service, innocence, and opportunity to forgive. All the energy coming from this is like being very kind and like compassionate with yourself. So I kind of get like the feeling that they're like, if I were to be this person and just say, like, I feel like they've told you, you have really high expectations of yourself, way too high of expectations sometimes. And you might expect perfection from yourself. Like if you do something and you get feedback or criticism, I think you take it really, really strongly. Like where you're like, I didn't do good enough. I should have known better. I know better. I will do better next time. And I just feel like they're just saying like, you just need to be a little softer with yourself, because like no human is perfect. And I even feel like they're saying like, you're already such a beautiful, lovely person. It's wild. And you don't see it. I already know you don't see this because everything here is like, you're pretty much blind to it. And then the opportunity to forgive, I keep getting that as like, be gentler on yourself. Like be gentler on yourself. You are like, I feel like you're always pushing yourself to the max. Yeah, such high demands you have of yourself. And where do I pull the clarifying cards? I can't remember which ones. They put them in two different piles, but I don't actually remember if it was this pile or this pile. What is attachment to results and addictions? I kind of want to say these ones because there's like 3 cards and it just came out so nicely for that. Yeah, attachment to results. So this addiction card talks about like kind of like toxic patterns we can have. So like I kind of get this with like the opportunity to forgive. Like you might have a habit of like getting really hard on yourself and then like going to a certain like emotional pattern, or maybe you're like you stop like doing that work as much, or you stop reaching out as much, or you maybe start to like pull away from the world a little bit. And you're just like, I feel like there's like this, oh no, like I failed people vibe that comes through sometimes for you, and you can like pull away from the world. But it feels very self-imposed. Like it's just coming from these very high expectations you hold for yourself. And yeah, what is an attachment? So once again, I just do feel like focus on service. Like you just like want to do the best for everyone. And I think when like you accidentally, are misunderstood by someone. So like someone is like hurt by something you said or did or misunderstand you. I think that might hit you really hard because you're just like, that's not at all what I intended. It's actually the inverse of what I intended. But I think you're learning that you can't control that, but it still hurts, you know, like it still hurts you that people missee you or misunderstand you so much. And these friends are just like, it's okay. Like, it's okay. You just, I don't know. I think they would just like hold you. Like it's just like, it's like such a tender love that they have for you. And I just can feel them being like, I want you to feel this for yourself. I want you to like see yourself for how we see you, because you're just like, I feel like you're wildly kind, and just like they would say, like, you're just like you're actually just angelic. Like, that may just be like a weird thing to say to someone. I can recognize that, but like how we would see angelic beings in our society, like just so loving, so bright, so comforting, like they just hold like this unconditional love vibe. They're like, that's how these people see you. They're like, you radiate that. And anyone who can't see that, it's because they can't accept it. They don't trust it. It's nothing to do with you. It's sort of like their own block, because they just can't accept it, is kind of what I'm getting. Like, yeah, people who, yeah, just haven't gotten to that part in their life. Yeah, I feel like I could keep rambling on about these cards because they just have so much love coming out of them, essentially. So much love. Yeah. They really want you to embrace more of that for yourself. Like, hug and hold your inner child. Love and nurture yourself like a mom does her own child. Like, see yourself as like this beautiful being, because you are, and like know what your intentions are, and know if someone misunderstands you, like, that's not your fault. You can't control that. You know what your intentions were. You know what you want to do for this world, and you know you're good. You're good. It's kind of what I really want to say. Drama, belief in scarcity. Do you want to kind of like clarify these ones? Play. Yeah. I think you can just, once again, comes through as like, can be very hard on yourself. You can be like very, 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 very tough on yourself. And I think they're like, instead of wasting so much energy beating yourself up, or like thinking you're not doing enough, or like not being enough, it's like, they just wish you could like enjoy life more, like play outside more, be silly, because they think they're just like, that's actually like such a beautiful thing. And I get this a lot in card readings, where people are like, I just want you to have more fun and enjoy your life more, because you deserve it. You're so wonderful, and you spend so much of your time thinking about all the other people who aren't feeling wonderful. And there's like, it's not serving anyone, because those people are upset, and you're also upset because you're upset for those people who are upset, and it kind of seems like a funny cycle. So we have relationships and listen. And then we also have clarifying cards, your intuition and wisdom of your body. I'm kind of getting this like learning to trust what your body is telling you about people. So I feel, once again, like this pile, like I think you read people actually very well, but I think you also give them 100 chances. Yeah, because I feel like you actually intuitively know, people's intentions and like how they're showing up in the world. But I just think you want to believe in the best in people, because it's almost like your heart wants to give them the opportunity, and you want to like believe in their like highest potential. But it's like, but you know what, people aren't always living up to that, and it's really important that you trust those like instincts that you have. Like, this could even be talking about like with like, say, like the work situation. Like, I wonder if you've even been stuck in this work situation because you can see the potential of that person, maybe your boss, maybe the coworker, or like the clientele, but they keep kind of not showing up. Yes, they do have that potential to rise up, but I don't think they are. And I keep getting like, it's important for you to trust the instincts and those intuitive nudges and knowings that you have about these people, because you're seeing things clearly. You just like, honestly, you're such a nice person. I think you're just kind of like, but what if this is the day they change? Like, what if this is the day they step up? I can see that they have it in them. But you know what? You got to go for how people are showing up today and in the moment. And unfortunately, yes, you can hold open the space for them to rise to those expectations or to that higher potential, but understand and meet them where they are actually showing up, if that makes sense. And then we have energy work and surrender resentments. Holding onto resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. So this card is interesting because sometimes when I get it, I kind of get more of a frustration that people aren't showing up with as much loyalty, consistency and integrity as you are. And it's like, it can like start to frustrate a person. So when I see resentments, I feel like it's more like people keep kind of letting you down, promising things and then not showing up or supporting you in the way or providing the service, security, stability that they're promising you. And when you're someone who does show up, it is like frustrating. So I feel like there is like this thing here about, how would I put this? Like knowing that not everyone can show up as you are. And when people don't show up or aren't consistent or stable, instead of sort of giving them multiple opportunities, it's kind of like drawing that boundary of being like, all right, they let me go. They let me down once. Maybe let them give them a second try. And if they do it again, then you're just like, all right, this is a pattern. Like, unfortunately, until they earn my trust again or earn me giving them my time, I'm not going to keep repeating that. The energy work thing, this one's interesting. I am getting like it might actually be something that has been a bit of a wounding for you in multiple relationships, whether it's friendships, partnerships, romantic partnerships, parents. It's like, I feel like this is a bit of a pattern. So when I see these people coming through and saying like, this is a thing, I think they're trying to say like, maybe do some like, I'm like, what would I say? Like maybe explore why you give people so many opportunities when they don't quite deserve it anymore. That's like, like why do you not set the boundary? And I'm not saying this like, I want to be very clear here. Like I actually think it's something to get curious about, because I think it would give you a lot of clarity and will help you stop feeling so frustrated with people. Because I wonder if you even get frustrated with feeling frustrated with people, because you're like, okay, I know I shouldn't have expectations of people, but they said they were going to do this and I just trusted them. And then I think there's like that icky feeling because in that relationship they're not showing up. So I feel like it's just really saying like, I think it's worth exploring why you keep giving people multiple opportunities when even when they're not showing up or deserving them. Yeah, just getting very curious about that. Okay, I'm just gonna ask if there's anything else this person or these people and these friends would want you to know. All of them like are as good. If they're being 100% honest, what would they say to you right now? Ground yourself. Yeah, that's fair. And steady progress. So one more actually, and cleanse and detoxify. Yeah, so ground yourself usually means like slow down a little bit and like actually check and make sure that you are like present in the moment. You haven't gotten to a place of just sort of I don't know, like operating in chaos. I think that can happen for you. Like, I think like you can like get a lot of disappointments from the people around you who are not showing up in ways that they're like promising. And I just feel like it can be frustrating. And instead of sometimes maybe feeling those emotions, I wonder if you keep kind of just pushing through your day and then your weeks and then your months. And I just feel like it's like saying like this, slow down and like breathe and connect with yourself and just be like, all right, like what is going on with me? Why am I feeling this way? And like really evaluating like maybe where you need to set some boundaries with people, where you need to not give people as much of your time, or even detach from some people in your life. Like I'm like getting this like visual of maybe there's someone who only ever meets up with you when they need something from you, and that can create kind of like a resentment in the sense of like you'll be trying to get a hold of them for so long, and then they will only contact you when they need something. So it's just like I feel like this getting grounded is really talking about getting to the root of like why you're feeling like, I want to say like frustrated, a little bit of resentment towards certain people, because I feel like this does bother you as this pile, because you don't like feeling that way towards people, but it's like getting clear on why you're feeling that way so that you can like see what need is not being met, or what is like essentially why you're being disappointed, and how you can like once again, you can only control what you're doing, but why are you reaching out to these people who can't meet your needs or your expectations? And just like I just feel like there's a lot of insight that will come from like knowing why you keep reaching out to these people, and what to look for in future, because these people aren't able to meet your needs. And steady progress. I just feel like this is like, don't give up. It's not that whatever you're doing, you're not meant to do. It's just like getting a little clearer on why you're reaching out to kind of the wrong people. Like, I mean that in the nicest way. Like, there must be a lesson there, and there must be some sort of comfort or normalcy in these people. So like, maybe you have a history of always trying to work with people who are extremely avoidant, and you're someone who is consistently trying to show up, and you somehow seem to be maybe in relationships, friendships, work relationships with people who are avoidant. Like, and that would be a really insightful thing to look at and really get clear on why do you reach out to these people? What is it that you need to see, learn, or heal to stop attracting in these people? And I want to be clear, this is like not a your fault thing at all, but it's just feel like, because I feel like there's a lot of frustrations from your side of being like, why do I keep attracting in these people, and why do I feel this way? Like, I just feel like you just don't like that you feel this kind of way towards a lot of the people that you're trying to work with in life. So it's like, how can how can you kind of get some clarity on why they're even coming into your life versus like other people? Because I'm sure you know, like, there's a secure attachment style, avoidant, and anxious people in the world. Why are you drawing in, I feel like, so many avoidance? So just be really curious. Cleanse and detoxify. So it says, with great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, will help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, and feel the beautiful grace of newly purified body. Yeah, so I do feel like there is just like a general like kind of detox of your relationships that you might be needing. Maybe even like, I sometimes get like detox of like negative patterns that you might be in right now. So say if every time you feel frustrated because you can't get a hold of someone, or you can't get like a payment from someone or something like that, I think there might be like a pattern you go into, and it's saying like, let's really look at these and figure out why this keeps happening. What is this cycle? What is the circle? And how do we get you out of the circle so that you're not feeling like you're just chasing your own tail again and again, and feeling a little bit frustrated, annoyed, or just not excited about it. And why is this coming from your friends? I think it's because they see you go into this pattern and struggle with these people, and they're like, look, you gotta get clear on this, because I feel like you feel like you're chasing your own tail, and it just feels very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. And everything here is saying like, you're very intuitive. So you do know, like, it is within you to be able to see why this is all happening, which is why I keep thinking this is going to come back to sort of like an attachment style, and maybe just like the type of people you're used to having in your life, how your parents might have trained you to accept relationships. There's definitely something there to look at for sure. Okay. It's interesting. This reading kind of went a little differently than I thought, but hopefully it brought you some sort of insights or clarity. Yeah, hopefully. And I'm just going to end it here, because I feel like I'm just starting to repeat myself and ramble. And you know what? You got better things to be doing with your life than listening to that. So that being said, if you enjoy these readings, I so appreciate it if you have a like or a comment, as it just helps this specific video get more views. If you subscribe, it helps the whole channel. If you're interested in members only videos, you can sign up for that on YouTube, and you do get access to all the past members only videos, which is cool. And then if none of those things are your jam, that's cool. Maybe I'll just catch you in another card reading sometime. And I hope you have a good day or night or whatever it is for you. Hopefully catch you around. Hello, pile 3. So you chose this piece of Apotholite. And let's get into your card reading. So if this person on your mind, whoever they are, whatever the relationship dynamic is, I want you just to think about them now and just ask yourself the question as I'm shuffling these cards. If they would be 100% honest with me, what would their higher selves have to say? I'll enlighten for your highest good, of course. What would pile 3's person on their mind say? Woo! Oh boy. Oh boy. Come here, Steve. Get away from the fire. The fire is bad for cats. Okay. Interesting. Okay, just as an interesting little side note here, the play card has come out for every pile. So it seems like everyone who is asking and inquiring just wants the person or the viewers here to just like have more fun in their life, to be more playful, to enjoy more, to not be so serious or so anxious. So that's a really interesting message. It just keeps coming through. Okay. Anything else? And giving and receiving. Okay, that's also been a common theme about letting people in more and letting people support you more. That came out in another pile as well. So anyways, I always find it interesting because sometimes if you're like pile 3, you might have watched another pile. So there could be a few repeating themes, but that's okay. Not all you will have watched more than one pile. So there is a lot about heart energy and heart opening here. If this person is being 100% honest with you, I feel like they're like really wanting you to, how do I put this? Be more open, more heart open to receiving relationships. And I want to be very, very clear here. There's nothing here saying that you're not a loving person. I actually feel like this is more like receiving more from relationships. And I think this is like friendships, co-workers, romantic relationships. Like they just want you to let people in more. So when I see this, it makes me feel like this person can recognize that you've had some relationships in your life that really ruined your trust. And I think this would be in multiple things, like maybe really bad friendship breakups, maybe bad just romantic partnership breakups. Maybe you weren't like appreciated in your family system. But everything here is like, this person you're inquiring about is like, I just want to see you be able to really have loving, supportive, secure relationships in your life. Like I want to see this for you. And I actually have a little bit of a hard time deciphering who this inquirer is. They have a lot of love for you. They do have a lot of love for you. And I think that's even why it's coming through so strong. Like I think they want you to let them love you more, to really let them in. And they can recognize that it's not something that you're just like choosing to do. It's really coming from a place of you haven't been able to be fully supported and seen. And people haven't like fully loved and accepted you. And it's not because there's anything wrong that you're doing. I think you've just unfortunately have been in a lot of relationships. Once again, I want to say friendships, romantic partnerships, even coworkers who had a lot of their own wounding and they weren't able to be in a heart-centered place. They weren't in their greatest place. So I do feel like this person's like, they recognize that this is going to take work. And it's going to be very vulnerable for you. Like it is like, you might have to see like, it's like psychologists, counselors, you might need to do like some journaling, some reflection, some meditation. Like they're just like, it is going to be a process, but they just like, they want you to experience being fully loved. Like, and even as I say that, I'm like, that's not really like covering what they're feeling. Like that, those words just don't carry the weight of it. And I really just feel like it's like, yeah, they just want you to experience that in life. And to be able to be more joyful and lighthearted, like that comes through so strongly. This person definitely sees that you've had to like really take care of yourself and really watch your back in your life. So they kind of see you, I think, as like fiercely independent to, I would say they see it as a fault because they like literally just want you to let people more in. So when I see this creative projects and blessings in disguise, I kind of feel like they're saying like there is some opportunities that are coming your way for you to start to let more people in. And I feel like they're saying it's through like a way that you weren't anticipating. Like I actually could see you maybe like, getting into like a hobby, like say like pottery making, that is so random, but like I could see someone like learning how to like literally spin a pottery wheel and like meeting people there and like connecting with people on a deeper level. Or I don't know, like I just feel like you like might accidentally have heart-to-heart conversations with people, like you are like just enjoying the moment, feeling very safe, doing something like artistic or creative, something that like expresses creativity. So that could even be something like maybe you're just like solving like really interesting math equations. Like it doesn't actually have to be art. It's just creative thinking, creative strategies. And I feel like it almost like puts your guard down, that you're able to like feel a little safer, and you might connect with some people on a deeper level than you normally would let yourself. So when I see the blessing in disguise, it's kind of like, let that happen. So you might have had some, I think it's called like oversharer guilt. So like when you share a vulnerable thing and you can feel guilty after for sharing it or putting that on someone, but you actually didn't put anything on anyone, that you're just connecting vulnerably with someone and you're not used to that. You're not used to being seen, not used to sharing vulnerably. And it can just feel a little bit weird or icky even sometimes. And I'm getting just from this, like this person was like, don't feel bad about that. I actually just like getting to know you more. Like this person likes you a lot. Like, yeah, they think you're so great. They think you're so, so great. I just keep getting that. And I just really want you to have like giving and receiving relationships. Because like whenever you see pink and green, like it's just like when I see those two colors together, it's like they want you to experience consistent, reciprocal is the key word here, reciprocal relationships. And they just want you to do some of the healing work that you need to, so that you can actually receive. Okay, I just want to ask for any clarifying. What else would they say to you? Because I feel like this is all kind of saying the same message. Like they want you to take action towards them, take action towards letting them in more, letting other people in more, and not just them. They want you to have like a community. They want you to be able to, like I've already said this, play more, but like really play more, like show up in the wild world and just like be yourself. If that's like quirky or dorky or not cool, they don't care. They want to see more of that. They're like, show the world who you are, because it's actually really awesome. Surrender to trust. They want to see you like trusting the world and trusting yourself more. Like once again though, like everything I keep getting is like they understand why you haven't felt safe, but they're like, but that was then, this is now. You're not around those people, you're so strong in yourself. They really just want to see you show up more in the world. I think they think you hide yourself. That's like also the vibe I'm getting. They're like, you are like, people don't know you. You're so hidden and you shouldn't be, because you're so great. And this person really, really likes you. Surrender to your wisdom of your body. Interesting enough, I feel like this is also talking about trusting yourself, like understanding that you know now. Like I think even like your body tells you, like if you're feeling anxious in an environment or you're getting like a weird vibe off of someone, like trust that you know how to hear yourself. And I think before, when you were younger, you maybe didn't, but now you do, and you're just like, you're such like a stronger person. And I do feel like there's like an age thing to this. Like I just feel like they're like, you just have gotten to age where that like naivety that we can have when we're young kind of wears off, and we can really understand how we were put into like weird situations, or situations where maybe we're taking advantage of, or people like broke our trust. And it's just like, I just keep getting this person's like, you're not gonna ever have that again, not to the degree that you experienced it. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. If it doesn't work to try to fix someone, each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. And we have surrender to play again, and surrender to passion. So what I find interesting with this card is I just get like, once again, like I just feel like you're in a lot of frustrating relationships where I keep getting a lot of silence. So maybe you try to talk things through, you try to work things through. And the problem is you just didn't have people that you were in relationship with who could meet you where you're at. I keep getting that. I think this pile might have dealt with some people who were a little avoidant, who maybe got emotionally flooded and didn't take action or couldn't take action in a lot of situations. Then there's just like a lot of outdated beliefs about yourself that aren't really true anymore. And this person just is like, I want to see you shine. I want to see you shine. That just keeps coming through again and again. It's so funny. I kind of feel like I'm just repeating myself a lot. I feel like I'm the last pile too, where I'm like, this person is just so adamant that you need to see this about yourself, that they just keep repeating it. You're so great. You're so wonderful. And you need to let people in. Okay. So I don't annoy you. Let's just ask if there's anything else this person would really like you to know right now, if they're being 100% honest. We have ask, cleanse and detoxify. Anything else they'd like you to know? Opportunity to forgive. Yeah. Okay. So some of these cards did also come out in another pile, and I just kind of get a similar message again, like not being afraid to ask for help when you need it, to ask. I even feel like maybe, I don't know, like I just wonder if you don't even like ask people to hang out or ask people if they want to do something with you. I think you kind of just like, I get a little bit of introverted vibes or like kind of hiding from the world vibes, but I really feel like for you, it comes from like other people having put you down so much in life. Like when I see this opportunity to forgive, like I actually just keep seeing it as like other people might have made you think that you were not like a great person, or you were like someone they just had to put up with. And it's so sad to this person who you're inquiring about, because they're just like, you're so amazing. Like the people in your life did not value you. They did not value you. And I feel like this person feels so, like, I almost want to say sad about that, but they're like, but don't let that be the definition of the rest of your life. It's time for you to like find the people who get you, because there are people who will get you and who are awesome, and you're awesome, and you deserve to meet those people. Like they're so like adamant that life has so much joy and pleasure for you that you haven't experienced yet, and to not give up on it being possible. Because I think you might have lost a bit of hope. Like I think you might have like maybe after like the 100th friend like not being like a great friend, or maybe after like the last bad relationship, you're just like, all right, I think I'm just gonna stick to myself because that is safer, and you know, I can't annoy people if I'm just with myself or something like that. There's just some sort of like, I'll just distance myself and that will be my solution. And this person's like, don't do that. You're so awesome. It's a disservice to the world. So yeah, this person just really wants to see you be appreciated and be like surrounded by loving people. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I think I'm just going to pull one more card and I'm going to end the reading here, because I do feel like the message is very clear and I'm just, yeah, like I said, repeating myself. So I always get worried that I'm just dragging these readings out for you. So anything to sum up lastly, this person would say, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself, let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originated from the past, then you can own your power and soar in your life. That's like a really good summary card, because yeah, they're just like, all these beliefs weren't true, and they all came from people who were not great in your past and not great in your history, and you just deserve so much better, and you deserve to like experience the joy and the bliss and the wonderfulness of the world, and you deserve to find your people who will love you and cherish you and appreciate you and support you and show up for you like you show up for people. So anyways, that's what I get for what this person would say if they're being 100% honest with you. Hopefully that brought some sort of clarity or insights to you. And if you enjoyed this card reading, I so appreciate it if you leave like or a comment, as it helps this video get more views. If you want to support the whole channel, you can always subscribe. And then if you really enjoy these readings, I do have a YouTube members only readings available, and you do get access to all the old ones, which is really cool. So you could always subscribe for that for a little bit, binge watch all the videos, unsubscribe if you want, you know, you do you. But either way, thanks for being here, and maybe I'll catch you in another pick a card reading sometime.